You are not going to believe what just happened inside the British royal family. Seriously, cancel that dinner plan because what I'm about to tell you is the kind of family drama that makes your own holiday get-togethers look like a peaceful spa retreat. Welcome back. And before we go any further, if you want to stay on top of every shocking twist in this story as it breaks, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, because trust me, this is only getting wilder. Here we go. According to multiple reports and royal commentators, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have just been handed one of the most brutal social snubs imaginable. And no, it didn't come from a tabloid or a late-night talk show host. It came from inside the family, from someone Harry reportedly considered a close friend and confidant for decades. We are talking about Peter Phillips, the son of Princess Anne, the late Queen's only daughter. Peter is reportedly getting married again, a second wedding, and from what we understand, the guest list is mostly set. But here's the detail that should make your jaw drop. Harry and Meghan were apparently not invited. At all. Ouch. Now, here's where the first big question pops up. Why would Peter, who reportedly stood by Harry's side during the darkest days after Princess Diana's passing, completely leave him off the list? That is not a small oversight. That is a message. And according to insiders, this wasn't some clerical error or a lost invitation in the mail. Sources claimed that the decision was deliberate, which leads me to my first real takeaway. This isn't just about a wedding. This is about where Harry currently stands inside his own bloodline. And from where I'm sitting, that position looks incredibly shaky. Think about the history for a second, because context matters here. According to multiple accounts, after Diana died in 1997, young Prince Harry was reportedly sent to Balmoral Castle, and it was his cousins, including Peter Phillips, who were reportedly there to help shield him from the overwhelming media storm. They weren't just relatives, they were reportedly protectors, friends, and emotional anchors. Fast forward to today, and it is alleged that the same person who once helped Harry through grief has now decided not to include him in one of the biggest personal celebrations of his life. That stings. That stings on a level that no press release or PR team can fix. But wait, here's where the story gets even more fascinating. According to reports, while Harry and Meghan were left off the list, other senior royals like the Prince and Princess of Wales, William and Catherine, were reportedly invited. That's not just a snub, that is a public ranking system. It allegedly says, you are welcome here, and you are not. And according to sources, the contrast couldn't be sharper. One brother is reportedly still embraced by the extended family. The other, apparently left standing outside the castle gates. Now, does that mean Harry would have even attended if invited? That's the next question that should be bouncing around your head. Because according to some commentators, Harry and Meghan have previously cited security concerns when traveling to the UK. But here's the ironic twist that you need to pay attention to. According to reports, the couple has traveled to various locations around the world without the same level of taxpayer-funded protection. So the question becomes, is security the real reason, or is it something else? I'm not here to confirm one way or the other, but I will say this. When you see a pattern of missed family events, at some point you have to wonder if the invitations themselves are quietly drying up. And this wedding situation seems to confirm that theory for a lot of royal watchers. Now, here's the part that reportedly has royal insiders shaking their heads. According to sources, Peter Phillips and Harry were not just close, they were reportedly drinking buddies, partners in royal duties, and genuinely warm cousins. And yet, this wedding reportedly went ahead with a guest list that apparently includes almost everyone except the Sussexes. Some are even comparing it to the treatment of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, who it is alleged were also not invited. That's a brutal comparison. To be put in the same category as Andrew, given everything that has surrounded his public reputation, is a massive statement. And according to some, it suggests that the royal family's inner circle is quietly but firmly closing ranks. But let's talk about the emotional side for a moment, because this is where I think the story story gets genuinely human. According to reports, it is believed that Harry is the one who will feel this most deeply, not Meghan. And here's my personal opinion on that. It makes perfect sense. Harry reportedly grew up inside this machine. He reportedly attended royal weddings, stood on balconies, wore the matching outfits, and played the part. Those memories are reportedly real to him. Meghan, according to sources, came into this world as an outsider and reportedly never fully connected with the institution. So for her, missing a cousin's wedding might register as a business inconvenience. For Harry, according to what many royal biographers have written, this reportedly cuts to the core of his identity. And this is where the sarcasm has to come in just for a second, because the timing couldn't be more awkward. According to reports, while all this family tension is boiling over, Meghan Markle is reportedly preparing to give a speech about the dangers of social media, about how toxic online platforms can be, about protecting children's innocence. Sounds noble, right? Except, and you are not going to want to miss this, it is alleged that in the same week, she posted an image of her daughter Lilibet on a social media platform. Wait, what? Yes, according to multiple outlets, the very person reportedly planning to lecture the world about keeping kids offline is allegedly using her own child's image for brand building. Let me just say, I am all for protecting children online. Absolutely. But if you are going to be the spokesperson for that cause, maybe not turn around and do the exact thing you are criticizing. That is not leadership. That is at best a confusing contradiction. Now, here's where the story gets even more tangled. According to some commentators, the couple's celebrity friends, like the Obamas, the Clooney's, and Oprah, have reportedly gone cold on them. Sources claim that being associated with the Sussexes now is allegedly seen as a brand risk. Ouch, again. When the people who once defended you publicly reportedly start to distance themselves, that is not a coincidence. That is a pattern. And according to insiders, this wedding snub is reportedly just the latest piece of evidence that the Sussex brand is increasingly isolated, not just from the royal family, but from the upper echelons of Hollywood and global influence. But let me pause here and give you another dopamine hit of clarity. According to reports, the decision not to invite Harry might actually be about something simpler than betrayal. It might be about practicality. Think about it. If Harry and Meghan show up to a wedding, what is the headline the next day? It likely won't be about the bride and groom. It will reportedly be about the Sussexes, their body language, their seating arrangement, whether they spoke to William, whether they left early. According to sources, Peter Phillips may have simply decided that his wedding day should be about his marriage, not about managing royal drama. And honestly, I can't fault that logic. If I were getting married, I probably wouldn't invite the one relative who turns every family barbecue into a media firestorm either. That's not cruelty. That is self-preservation. Now, here is the deeper question that the royal family reportedly has to answer. According to analysts, King Charles reportedly still wants a relationship with his younger son. Sources claim that the king has reportedly left the door open for some form of reconciliation. But here's the problem. William reportedly wants nothing to do with it. And according to insiders, William's patience reportedly ran out a long time ago. So what happens when the current monarch wants peace and the future monarch wants distance? According to many royal experts, you get exactly what we're seeing now, a family that is reportedly polite in public but quietly at war in private. And this wedding snub is reportedly a battle won by the Wales camp. But let's not pretend this is only about Harry. According to reports, Meghan's media moves are reportedly raising eyebrows too. The timing of her social media posts, the rollout of new business ventures like a reported lifestyle brand, and the continued use of royal-adjacent titles, all of it reportedly rubs some people the wrong way. And here's my honest human opinion again. If you leave the institution, you should probably leave the branding behind too. But according to sources, the couple reportedly wants the best of both worlds, the privacy of regular citizens and the influence of working royals. That is reportedly not how the system works, and Peter Phillips' wedding invitation list reportedly proves that the family is no longer willing to pretend otherwise. Now, here's where the future gets really interesting. According to some reports, there are allegedly discussions behind palace walls about how to handle Harry in the long term, not as a working royal, but as a potential threat to the monarchy's stability. Every time Harry speaks publicly, according to critics, he reportedly creates headlines that overshadow the good work of other family members. And according to sources, that reportedly cannot continue indefinitely. So what is the solution? According to some commentators, the only real answer is to make Harry and Meghan so irrelevant that their statements don't move the needle anymore. And this wedding snub is reportedly a step in that direction. If you are not invited to the small, personal events, eventually you are not part of the story at all. But here's the twist that you probably didn't see coming. According to some analysts, Harry might actually prefer it this way. Think about it. Every time the family pushes him away, he reportedly gains material for his interviews, his memoir, and his documentary projects. Without the conflict, what does he talk about? According to critics, the tension is reportedly part of his business model, and that is either very sad or very calculated, depending on your perspective. I'll let you decide. Now, let me bring this back to the wedding itself. According to reports, Peter Phillips is reportedly a private person who avoids the spotlight. His fiancée, Harriet, is reportedly not a public figure, so the idea that their wedding would be overshadowed by Harry and Meghan drama is reportedly exactly what they wanted to avoid. And according to sources, that is reportedly why the invitation never went out. It wasn't about punishing Harry, it was about protecting a happy day. And honestly, that is a reason that a lot of people can probably understand, even if it stings. But here's the final loop I want to leave open for you. According to reports, Harry is reportedly scheduled to return to the UK for future events, including the Invictus Games anniversary. So the question is, when he lands on British soil, will any of his relatives show up? Will there be a quiet coffee with his father, a cold shoulder from his brother, or will the silence be so loud that it becomes the story itself? According to insiders, the royal family is reportedly watching closely to see how the public reacts to this snub. And depending on the reaction, future invitations, or lack thereof, could reportedly follow the same pattern. So here's where I land on this, and I want to be completely honest with you. According to everything we have seen, the royal family has reportedly decided that life is easier without Harry and Meghan at the table. That's not a rumor. That is reportedly a pattern backed by multiple events, including this wedding. And unless something dramatic changes, it's hard to see how Harry rebuilds bridges that are reportedly being burned from both sides. That's not a happy ending, but it is reportedly the reality we're watching unfold in real time. And before I let you go, let me leave you with this thought. According to reports, families everywhere, royal or not, sometimes have to make painful choices about who sits at the table. The difference is that most families don't have the whole world watching. The royals do. And every snub, every missing invitation, every cold shoulder reportedly gets analyzed, debated, and turned into content. So maybe the saddest part of this story is not that Harry wasn't invited. Maybe the saddest part is that we're all still watching. And that, according to reports, is reportedly exactly how the family wants it.